All right, since Babalola is done, now who else do we have? Um, maybe in other groups. Let's explore if there are other persons from other groups.
I'm sorry, my baby was disturbing me. Sorry.
Okay, okay. Yeah, Theophilus, Dami, James, and Omotayo, Sylvester, you've not said anything.
I'm battling with network, Nisa. So that is why
So I wasn't in class last week. So
Okay.
I'm just observing what is going on.
I also didn't finish with the class. Like before you could assign me to any group, my system went off.
Oh. Okay, so who were those that were assigned to groups? I can't. I'm sure Joe was there. I'm sure Theophilus was around. I'm not sure of others. I think Akpata too. Yeah, Akpata too was around. Yeah, I remember I mentioned his name. Okay. Oh, all right, Joe. Okay, Sylvester, you can mute your mic. Joe, you can come in.
Okay. Okay, so this is why I worked on on image appear and on image vanish. So there's this site. So anytime you leave the site, it will send a message to you that you've left the site. Would you like to go back? Then, okay. So whenever you get back to the site, it will also display a message, welcome back. So that's how it works. So here are the instructions. So is there any question for now? Before I run it.
No, you've not described the process now.
Okay, I thought I did that. Okay, so basically what it does is it goes to a site. Then I indicated.
I mean, the activities, like each of the activities that you use.
Okay, I'll go over that. It's still loading. Let me. But I used on image appear and on image vanish. So what on image appear does is whenever you indicate an element on the screen, whenever you indicate it, if that image remains there, it will not do anything. But the moment the image, that's for image vanish now, the moment you leave that area, that screen, that environment, it will perform the expected instructions now. So in this case now, the instruction I gave was that it should throw a message that, okay, oh, you've left the page. Would you like to return? Okay, so this is the page now. So actually, this is where I highlighted. So if it doesn't see this area, it will just throw the message. So let me open something else now. Okay, let's say I just go to one of these sites. So it told me you left the stock market window. Would you like to return? So if I click return to take me back to RPA stock market. So, I think because my system is slow right now, I don't know, maybe because I'm sharing, or whenever I leave here, should throw the message that, okay, you've left this area. Okay, so it has closed now. After some time, it closes on its own. So if you don't do anything, or if you don't leave the page to close on its own. Hello? Can anyone hear me?
We are
Okay.
with you. We can hear you.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, so I left there now. It's meant to send a message. I guess because my system is slow right now. Okay, so this is the message. You left the stock market window. Would you like to return? It's taking some time. So anyway, that's how it's meant to work. So anytime you leave the place, the screen, that indicated window, so throw a message that you've left. Then whenever you come back, it's also meant to give you a message. That's the purpose of if on image appear now. So let's say so I've left it now. Say I want to stay. And let me go back there. It's meant to tell me welcome back. Okay, so that's what the on image appear does. So is there any question?
Okay, so is there any question? Yeah, John, where Dami, Babalola, Felix, Emmanuel, Felix, and others. Theophilus, yeah.
I think it's quite simple, and I mean, it's simple to understand.
So to
Okay.
yes.
Okay, so the functionality of image vanish is so what? How does it? In what other context can we apply image vanish
So I was
activity?
thinking, let's say UiPath now, our exams. So, some people might want to like just quickly, maybe on their laptop, quickly check some notes on their laptop or something while they are taking the exam. So with image vanish, you can actually monitor the person's screen. So whenever the person leaves that screen, that environment, you actually realize that, okay, this person has left this environment. Then you can set some steps or processes to be carried out. Maybe they will send a warning to the person that, okay, oh, you've left this place, you have like 20 seconds to return or something. Then for the other one that's for on image vanish now. So for on image appear, well, if the person gets back, like if the person returns in time, then it will also alert the program that, okay, well, this person is back. So you can take the steps. Maybe instead of terminating the text or something, you give the person this.
Okay, all right. Thank you, Joe. Okay, yeah. Someone's voice is very quiet at the background.
And sir, I also want to contribute, sir.
I also
Okay,
Okay.
okay. Someone is it the same person? There is someone's voice that is very low. Okay, it's Kendi Omotayo. All right.
yes, sir.
Okay, then while he's trying to sort out his audio. Okay, Babarola.
Okay. I think we can also apply it in another way, whereby maybe you have a slide. This we have this application that used to slide pictures for maybe a particular with a text. It slides pictures and the text like a multimedia. So, but sometimes the text and the pictures, they are not together. Pictures, they are not together. So, when anytime the picture doesn't show, that is vanish. It can give a message. And sorry, please, my baby is disturbing me.
Okay, I think what is trying to
Hello, sir.
explain is similar
Can you
to
hear
what
me?
we did last class.
Yeah, go ahead, Joe.
Okay, so I think what he's trying to explain is similar to what we did in the last class. So whenever the image appears, then maybe we'll scrape a name or something from it. So that's just how to know whether it is time to scrape. Let's say you want to scrape a note, and the note actually there's a picture attached to it. So whenever it's time to scrape the let's say the this thing, is a dynamic site or something. So whenever it's time to scrape it, the information you need, then you just scrape it. The program will do that for you based on the information you've given it. That, okay, well, this picture, whenever it appears, this is the action you should take.
All right. Well, yeah. Well understood. Yeah, I agree with that. Okay. Yeah, it's okay. All right. I think we
Can you
have
hear me
done
now, sir?
something. Theophilus. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Go ahead.
All right. Good evening, sir.
Go ahead.
I also have a simple
Evening.
workflow here, which I would like to share.
I,
Although
what was
I'm
it centered on?
present, is on image exists.
Okay, image exists. Okay, is it part
Yes, sir.
of image exists? Wait, vanish and okay, go ahead.
All right. All right, sir. Although currently I'm experiencing a little challenge with it because I noticed my Chrome browser that I used when I was actually building it was not cooperating. So I changed it to Firefox, and it is not exactly as it worked with Chrome browser. But this thing there is a very simple one. It is actually a workflow that will help me check if I have a new email in my mailbox. If there is a new email, it will alert me, or it will send a message that I have a new email, and it will tell me the amount of unread emails. And if there is none, it will tell me there is no new message, and also still tell me the amount of unread messages that I have. So I'm sharing my screen now. I don't know if you can see it.
Yes, we can.
All right. So it starts from I use this open browser activity, which will open the browser, and the URL address here is to my mailbox directly. Then the open browser, then the do activity here, we check for this email. This inbox is actually an image. For those that are using Gmail, when you have a new message, it has this red background, but if you don't have a new message, it has no red background. So I use that as an image so that the robot will search for this, and when it found that, or before that, it will also check for how many messages I have, and also alert me. So I use this if condition. That's if image exists. Okay, already I actually declared some variables for which I store the value on the variables number of messages. That's this one we capture. I use the get visible text to get the numbers of messages, and I store the value in number of messages. That's a variable. And that of image, if image exists, I also set a variable for that. So after that, it comes down to the if condition. That's if if image exists is true, then message
Sorry.
box will be.
Hello,
Yes,
hello.
sir.
I can't see your
Yes, sir.
screen from my hand. I don't know if that's the same with others. I'm not seeing your
Yeah.
screen. It's like you are talking to your
Sir, we
screen,
can
but
see it,
I'm
sir.
not
Sir, we
I
can
can
see it,
see the
sir.
screen.
really.
We can see the screen, sir. Yes,
Oh,
sir.
I've been
Maybe it's from your end, sir.
okay. So it's my own turn now. All right.
Can I
Okay.
proceed?
I'll look. Go ahead now. Sure. It's for the class. Yeah. Go ahead. Thank
Oh,
you.
okay. So if image exists, that's if it is true. Um, the message will be you have new mail. Then it will give me the numbers of unread mails, and if there is no message, no new message, then it will give me the numbers of unread message. So I will run it now. I actually did before I shared my screen, but I noticed there is a mix-up. Since I was using Chrome before, I changed the browser to Firefox, so it has not been detecting the it has not been detecting this image up here, this red inbox on a red background, but it will still tell me how many message I have, and the rest. So let me run it. Maybe someone can correct me on that. The reason why it's not detecting the image on Firefox, but it detected it on Chrome. So I will run it now. Sorry, it may also take a while. All my applications become slow whenever UiPath application is running. So it may take a while. So sorry for the delay. Okay. So can you see the Firefox browser?
It's
Yes,
coming up.
you can see it.
Oh, okay,
We
okay,
can see your Gmail.
okay. Sorry to come up now. Oh, sorry for the delay. I guess there is a network problem now. Okay, let's come up. Sorry for the delay. I guess maybe someone else can continue when the result comes out and we let the class know. I don't know. Anytime
Oh,
UiPath is running,
wait.
other applications become slow. Okay. Okay, it's like UiPath has thrown and it has thrown an error. Can I rerun it? I guess it was
Yeah, before
So
What was the error?
you run it, like, just you can look at the problem first.
okay.
check your UI element and your selector. Edit your selector for the visible text.
For the okay,
For the
okay,
get visible text, edit your selector. Check your
okay.
Use
specifically.
Open UI element. I'm Explorer.
All this it worked before. Like all this place.
It's valid now.
I see validate.
Go down.
Maybe it could be because of the
Go
slow
down.
network, because it worked
Okay.
before. My
Oh,
problem is just that it won't tell me you have a new message. It will always
go down, see edit your, go
Go
to
down.
edit,
That edit your.
edit your UI element.
I mean this image exists.
Go back to the
So get
selector where you have your.
get visible text.
Okay. Where is it?
And the
Okay.
upper window, scroll down. The upper window, scroll down.
Okay.
Edit attributes.
All right.
Just scroll down.
No, this is the last part.
Can I see this? Okay, remove that AA. That AA name. Remove it.
I thought exactly.
Then validate. Okay, it should work now.
It got changed. Yeah. It got changed. It got detected. So let me rerun now.
I could have used Astro.
You said?
No, I was thinking we should have used this, what's it called? This asterisk.
Okay,
Why
yes.
have
That's
used that?
white card.
White card, hotkey, white card.
Yeah. So that it will pick anything that is there.
You can close it and let's use that. So it will still
This could
should
also
still,
add
to still have
also
the
give us
yeah.
I'm trying to check if it has not thrown any. It's thrown here. So what would be the solution to this, please? Your problem began since I changed the browser to.
Let's still edit the indicator. That is selector. I mean.
Wait, Omotayo.
Yeah,
Hello, Omotayo. Hello.
I can hear you.
Hello.
Hello, I can hear you.
Have you run it before
Yeah, of course, it worked. Yeah, it worked.
and it worked?
Yeah, of course. Or maybe someone can try the same thing. It worked. I've run it before, but I discovered my Chrome browser. It was delaying me, so I just changed the whole thing to Firefox just before I shared my screen, and that was when the
And
whole problem began.
do it the way you did it before. Run it the way you
Okay,
ran it before.
okay, okay. This is what I did. Thank God this thing is still open. The Firefox. So this is what
Okay,
I
but
did.
before you do anything, let's see your selector again.
You mean for the
Hello,
image?
wait. Hello.
Did
Hello,
you
wait.
use
This image,
Okay.
this images is can see chrome.exe inbox. Can you see it? It's Chrome.
Yeah, I have actually
Okay,
changed it. This was before, but I have actually changed. What I did was just to change the selector from here. Grab screen, and this Firefox. So I'm grabbing from here.
but it's still showing that it's on Chrome.
You know, it renamed it after the application you are using. That was the first application I used. I can edit that actually.
Okay, do that now. So to note this one, it will update to this one.
Okay. So I've actually picked the image from here. It has not returned back to UiPath Studio. Okay. So like I said, this can be edited.
No, just talking about the name.
You said?
I think the problem is still from get visible text. That get visible text. That get visible text. I think that's where the problem is. If we can, let's check if I did the selector.
Did you use an anchor for it?
No anchor. It's just to pick
Because
the text.
this is just numbers you are noting. If there are other sets of numbers like this, it will definitely pick those ones. Then you have multiple occurrence.
See what I did here. You can see me hovering on it. So I specified that it should pick the text from here.
So did you set location like the use this native this to get the points?
No.
And so then you need an anchor, because if there are other sets of numbers there, those ones too will probably be picked. And from what I can see here, there are many.
So what do you suggest?
No,
Or you
but he actually specified which number to pick actually.
Yes.
And the sound of the number is not changed.
Yeah. If there are
The
other
position of
numbers,
the line is changing.
definitely pick those
No,
ones.
the position.
I have tried, like today now, I did some stuff because I was using Telegram. I wanted to, last class I said I was going to make a robot for Telegram to send messages, schedule messages. So I did that, but for a while I realized that if I don't select an anchor, like my anchor has to be very valid, it will just something that just worked then. You just notice that it stopped working because something changed. So you need anchors. That's just
Okay. My thought also was that
well,
could it be that
There,
every time
best
the
sorry.
mailbox okay, see something here. It's
this
not
thing is still
validated.
checked now. The
Maybe
AA
the thing did not validate.
checked. The AA name is still checked now.
Before I unchecked it.
Did you recheck it?
I'm coming.
On check validate it.
Or instead just put the asterisk there.
I mean,
Yes, I had just put asterisk there. No, delete the comma 5 now.
okay.
Abi? No, leave it. That 5 will always be there.
Yes, it could be anything.
Okay, the
Anything
5
after
will always be there. Okay.
Yes.
And then check AA names now. Since you checked, so we do what you did then.
Something is wrong again.
Okay, so instead of doing it here, go to UI Explorer. There you'll be able to add your what's it called? Anchor.
So let me not delay the class. I think I will work on this myself because it actually worked before. It was just when I changed browser that everything became like this. Except if you want to take this as another class exercise.
Can you have changed a lot of things. Can you try? Can you run it one more time? Let's see.
But this,
No,
this selector is not
Okay.
It will
validated.
not work.
Okay,
It won't work.
it's not
Yes.
validating. It's not validating.
So use open in UI Explorer.
Sorry, my thought is maybe anytime the mailbox open, it is like an unstable. The selector changes just like an unstable selector. Maybe it changes
Yes.
some. It could be the ID or whatever.
No, from
Could be
what I'm
maybe
able to
something
see,
like this.
if that number should change, this
That number will change.
578, if it changes, it will not work.
Try and validate it.
Yeah, that is true. Once any of those numbers should change, it won't work.
So the best thing is to use UI Explorer. You'll be able to add your anchor, everything you need. So
See it here.
Let me open UI Explorer, then I'll copy it and paste. I'll copy the selector.
no, just do it here now. There's right click, you see UI Explorer.
Yeah, it's not opening. That's why I'm trying to use it from the
Don't go through that way. Just right click, you see it there. Okay, no. Click the hamburger.
It's actually, yeah, it's here. See, open in UI Explorer, but it's not opening.
No, maybe not from here. There's another way. If you click down, see UI Explorer, just click down.
Yeah.
Hold on. Can you repair that your? Can you repair your
You'll be able to
selector
do
first?
everything there. You'll be able to do everything there.
Okay,
Just
okay, all right. Go there first.
It's not open. I don't know why.
give it some time. Are you sure it's not open in the background or something?
I don't
It's
think.
white. I think white and blue or something.
Why then the background? Maybe I need to restart the whole UiPath Studio. Let's continue. I'll work on it and share it before we end the class. Let's just continue with other things. Let me close the UiPath Studio, then open it again so we can continue with the class, please.
Okay, so we have a problem resolved at the moment. But yeah, okay. Now let's. I was going to say that today we shouldn't have a break. I don't know what is informing that, but that's just my thoughts. Since the class itself, we've been enjoying ourselves, so why the break? All right, but I'll still have to. I'm forced to still want us to go for that. Yeah, even me, I have reasons why we have to go on break to be shown certain things at this end. Okay, you notice that I've been following like passively. Okay, I've been putting my eye on what you are doing, and again, um, trying to resolve something. So let's go on break now. Come back 2023. That's when we're going to have election. Sorry, we come back 2023. That's 8:23. 10 minutes time. Okay, and we'll be fine. So let's take it that way. All right. Okay, now for those that can still hear me that are so close to their device, all right, someone will be coming in immediately we resume to deliver some messages to the class. All right, I hope it's something that pertains to registration, taking exams, and that will be the person of Joyce. She'll be coming in to do that. She'll be addressing us. That's by the time we check in after our break. All right. Thank you so much. If you can hear this, please, can you please signify?
Yes, I can, sir.
Oh, great. Okay. Thank you so much. All right. Thank you. Oh, thank you, John. Yeah. Noted.
Yes, I
Yes, sir.
can hear you.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah, good evening, everyone.
Yeah, good evening, Joyce.
Yeah, good evening, John Nawe.
Yeah, good evening, Mr. Joyce.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening, ma'am, Mr. Joyce.
All right. Have you been expecting me?
Yes,
Yes,
Mama.
we are.
Yes, we have. Yes.
Why? Why have you been expecting me?
Of course, we have been informed that you'll be with us.
We have something to collect from you.
Really? Okay. All right. I understand, which is why I'm here, especially for those who made payment to me, to us rather, and I've been expecting to hear from us. Actually, we've been having issues trying to make payment for those who paid. Some persons already paid to us, and we actually offered to assist with payment, especially for those who would not be able to do that in dollars, which the site requires. But then it's all we have been doing have been to there have been no. We've tried our best, but it's just not working. And we gathered that payments are not, cards are not accepted here in Nigeria on that site. As a matter of fact, one of us paid even with the same card that we tried using for others, and it didn't work. He was able to make his payment with the same card. So we actually did our best. It just didn't work. Now, I reached out to some persons, of which after this meeting, I'll be sending a mail to everyone that paid. And I would just be forwarding your vouchers to you. The good thing is that we've been able to get vouchers, the 50% discount vouchers for as many that have registered their interest to take exams and have done their verifications. So at least for some persons here, you would bear me witness, you have your vouchers already. John Away, I don't know if you do already. I know I forwarded to those who have paid, and some persons who have registered their interests and will be paying on their own. So if you haven't gotten your voucher, hello, if you have paid,
yes, this is John Away.
All right. If you have paid to us and you have not gotten your voucher, I will forward the voucher to you. But please bear with us. We will not be able to make payments for you because the site is not accepting payment from Nigeria. So from what I gathered, you would have to visit a center close to you. I got to know that we have centers around, everywhere, all over Nigeria. We have centers, not just one, not two. We have a lot. So you can just select one that is close to you and try to do payment on your own. So we will not be able to make payment for you as planned initially. We did our best, but it just didn't work. So I will advise that you do that yourself, and I hope it goes smoothly. There shouldn't be any problem actually doing it on your own. And the good thing is that they accept Naira as well. So once you tell them you will be paying in Naira, they will just tell you the amount it will require you pay. So for those that have paid already, hello.
Hello, ma.
Yes.
Hello, can you hear me, ma? Yeah, please, this is Ajawa Bidemi speaking. Please, I'm here to make payments. What are the process of making the, though, will I be given a voucher so that I can make a payment for the exam if I go to the center?
Let me know when you are ready to take exams. Let me know when you'll be taking exams. And I have your details. I can remember that name very well. I have your details. All I need to do is just I will forward your details. We'll prepare your ID, and that's what we would use to get a voucher from UiPath for you. It's not something you can process on your own. That is why we are doing that. So we are helping students to process the 50% discount voucher. Once you have your voucher, you proceed with registration and payment, and schedule a date for your exams as well. So we were thinking we'll be able to assist with payment as well. That's what I'm trying to say here, that we won't be able to do payment for you anymore. So for those that have paid already, I will just forward your account details to me, and I would forward your money back to you again. So it shouldn't be difficult paying and sitting for exams. That's why I'm explaining this to you, that on the site, once you pick that you select that you want to write your exams in a center. So let me use this opportunity to also let you know that it is better to take your exams in a center rather than taking it online.
Okay.
I don't know if you get that. Yes,
Yes,
it's going to save you a lot. For instance, our cards are not accepted here in Nigeria, and it is on trust issues. You understand? The situation of the country has actually hampered a lot. We are not trusted anymore. So even you taking exam, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Yes, we'll ask your questions later on. Please let me just be done. When I'm done, I will take your questions. Please permit me. Okay. So your exams as well should be in a center, I will advise, so that you won't have any issues with trust, even as regards getting placed on jobs. You get my point. So it will be good you take your exams in a center. So rather than taking exams in online, just do it in a center, and then it will bring out a list of centers for you to choose one that is very close to you. So you don't even have to travel far for you to take exams. They have centers all over. Irrespective of where you are. So is that clear, please?
Yes, ma'am.
If I can take your question.
Not clear.
It's not clear. What is it that is not clear?
Now, are you saying that we are going to make payment at the center?
Not at the center. You can contact the center. If you have a dorm account and you have any of those cards listed in there, since you have your voucher already, you can make payment. But if it's not accepting, I would advise you contact one of the centers, or whichever center you are selecting, contact that center. The center will put you through how to make payments.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Okay. So,
yes.
Okay, so now we should just go to the site and we should schedule exam.
Yes, with your voucher, if you have your voucher already.
Okay.
Yes.
But you've not sent the voucher, my voucher.
I will forward it to you. That's what I said. For those now, not everybody here now in the class right now, not everybody has the student ID. Am I right? So what I'm saying now is, would process your IDs. You have to let me know again when you'll be taking your exams. And in the details you sent to me, we have that already. So for those that will be taking exams in July, we'll forward your IDs, and it is with the IDs that we get vouchers from UiPath. So once your vouchers are ready, I will forward it to you. But then we don't want to just get vouchers for you and then at the end you're not taking exams. I don't know if you get my point.
We understand,
Yes.
sir.
Yes, you understand. Yes.
Well, now the conditions are changing because
the condition is changing.
Yeah, like there will be most likely we have to reschedule or replan because we thought we were going to take it online before, but having to go to.
I only advised that you do it. I only advised that you do it in a center. If you want to do it online, fine. The choice is yours. we have two options in the site. It's either you take it online or you take it in a center. I'm just giving you reasons why it will be preferable. It will be better you take it in a center. If you are taking it in a center, it's more reliable. I mean, and you would not be having issues with trust, like this person taking his or her exams at home, will it not be cheating or not? You understand? The same thing that is happening to we not being able to pay online, our cards not being accepted. Like I gathered today, because of Yahoo guys, a lot are happening. So they decided to, I mean, they are not accepting all cards anymore. Not every card is accepted on the site. I tried, like for persons like Sylvester, Sheung, and Theophilus. In fact, we did, since last week we've been on it. It wasn't just going through. So until we were made to understand that the card is not accepted here in Nigeria. And it wasn't just one card we tried, but that same card that was not accepted for Theophilus, that wasn't accepted for Sylvester and some other persons as well. That same card worked for one of our students as well, but outside the country. I don't know if you get my point. So the same reason why I'm advising that you take your exams in a center where you, whatever your score is, you'll be trusted that is what you actually worked for.
Okay,
but if you want to take it online, the choice is yours. So
Ma, please, I have a question.
Go ahead.
The vouchers, do they have like an expiry date?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
It's a duration of 3 months.
Okay, 3 months after it has been issued.
Yes.
Okay. So the moment you send it to us, that's when it starts counting.
The moment we get it.
Okay, the moment you get it.
Yes.
Hello, ma.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Would they indicate on the certificate that this person took his exam in a center or online? Because I want to understand the trust issue you are talking about. Will it be indicated where the person did the exam?
Of course, they would know where you are taking your exams, if it's in a center or you are doing it online. If you are doing it online,
Would they put it on the certificate for our, so that our prospective employer now will have to decide that, okay, this person did the exam online, I don't trust this person. This person did his own in the center, I trust this person.
Okay. No, sorry, I don't know. Can I come in? Though Olusegun Droshoma has been raising his hands. I don't know. I'm not the moderator now, but no, it's still my class. I feel I should just say this now. I think what Mrs. Joyce is trying to say, it's based on our experience with, cross-country, inter-country issues, all these payment. Now, normally, of course, nothing like that should happen. Like Omotayo is asking, it cannot reflect on your certificate that you took the exam here. But I think what she's saying, it's even that if our cards, it's not been accepted the way it is, and a serious ban is being placed on us this way, that it is just safer to go through registered places. Okay, I think it's just an advice. It is not as if you decide to take it online, it's going to affect anything. And in fact, if I'm going to add to that, of course, I don't operate any center, so I'm not recommending any center. But if I'm going to add to that, if anything fails, internet system, whatever, if anything fails from your own hand, as you rely so much on your own internet connectivity and all of that, I don't know, it can be, you may not have too much support to address why that failed. But if it's in a center that has been registered I think there is still like a kind of backup more than if it's just it's been taken in your room. I think that's the counsel that she's trying to bring forth based on experience with with different bodies here and there. Okay, and there are also stories, and I mean even how do I put it now? Occasions whereby some persons, and I must say this, they are even requesting for, they could request for your code. You need to be very, very smart. I must add this now, because all manners of persons are outside there. So you need to be very, very smart. If someone is asking for all your details, pins, and the rest, in order to do your exam, so you need to just be on a good to be on a watch, so that you are not going to run into any problem. So that's my input into that. Okay, Olusegun Oduroshowo, I'm sorry, Joyce, for interrupting this. I'm so sorry, and I don't know if what I said, if it works for Omotayo Kende, because it's actually somehow to think that online shouldn't work, for us or for me as a person. It looks somehow, yeah. Olusegun Oduroshowo, yeah. Okay. He's here, but it's not coming up right now. All right, sorry, you can go ahead.
Hello, sir. Hello.
Sorry, it's not sir, it's Mao. I just.
Okay, hello, ma.
I just put my mouth on.
All right, just go ahead with your question.
Thank you. Please, I want to ask that, am I going to make payment on my own and then walk into the center for the exam, or is the exam center that is going to make the payment for me? I hope my question is clear. Hello?
While registering, you are able to make payments on the site. Fine. All you need to do is just to walk into the center on your scheduled dates and take your exams. But if you're not able to make payments on the site, you can contact that very site. So they will put you through on how to make payment.
Okay, is the centers organized by IMAC or just different centers for RPA exams?
There are centers for RPA exams, Perseview majorly.
Okay.
They are recognized centers, not just any center. So there are centers recognized by Perseview. So you register online, and if you cannot,
I'm sorry, I can't hear you clearly, ma'am. You mentioned Perseview recognized centers, but I can't hear what you said after that.
centers are recognized and approved centers.
Okay.
If you cannot make payment on the site, you can contact the center you are choosing. And I said, remember I mentioned earlier that those centers are, they are centers within where the town, your state. So you can just pick one that is very close to where you reside. So it's not a center that requires you traveling some distance before locating them. So you can easily walk into the center if you cannot make payment and make your payment. They will put you through how to make payments. And you can call them as well. Their contacts, phone numbers are there.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. Okay, is that all?
Someone is raising his hand. Olusegun Oduroshowo.
Hello, yes, sir.
Yeah.
Hello. Good evening, ma.
Good evening.
Yeah, so, okay, which site, good evening. So, which, for the centers, which sites, can we check for the centers? And,
There are a lot.
is there any,
Depending on where you are.
anyone
If you are in
close
Lagos,
to
for
your
can you
Oshun?
hello?
Hello,
Hello? Can you hear
I'm
me?
listening, ma.
Yeah, you have you have
Yes, yes, ma.
signed already into the UiPath site, right? So once you click on that site, you sign in
Yes,
and you go in schedule exam, and they would ask you a question will pop up asking you where do you want to take your exams? Is it
okay, ma.
online or at a center? So if you say at a test center, it will give you centers that are close to the address, close to your own address that you have imputed into this, into the center, the site as well. Now, you can now
Okay, ma.
select a center very close to you. So, and I'm saying going forward, if you're not able to make payments on that site, you can contact that center, that very test center, either through phone, email address,
Yes,
whichever.
ma.
You can walk into the center as well, and they would put you through on how to make payments. And just like Dr. Ebin said, you have to be careful with your vouchers, your code. Not just release them anyhow, because once it's transferred to another, I'm sorry, you might not be able to get it back. So they are not transferable. Make sure your code is intact. All right. Then I'll answer your question, Olusegun.
Okay. Yes, yes. Thanks so much, ma.
All right. You're welcome. Okay.
Hello, ma. Yes. My own question is, what if I get somebody from US or maybe outside the country that can pay for me? Is that also okay?
You
Is it
can try,
possible?
but actually the card I tried, we used a lot of cards in Nigeria. They're not
Okay.
Nigerian cards. Yes. So
Okay, they are not Nigerian cards.
Salicon, please let them pay for two. Go on that.
and give it a try and see. Hello.
So I just want to find out first.
Yes. So you can
So
try. If it works, fine. If it doesn't, you might need to just try other means.
okay, thank you.
Okay. Emmanuel Felix
right.
again. Emmanuel Felix is raising his hands.
All right.
Hello, ma.
Yes, I'm with
Hello.
you. Yes, go ahead, Manuel.
Yes. You said we should be careful with code, with our vouchers code.
Yes.
I don't understand who and who are we not to give out the code to, should in case maybe they ask us, should in case we are writing it in the sentence.
You said
Who are the people that are
now, like
yes, I'm getting.
now I spoke from experience. Like today, somebody was asking me to forward. I contacted a center as though I'm a student who wants to take exam, and the person was asking me to forward the voucher code so that he can assist me with the registration. I don't know if you understand my point
Yes, I'm
now.
getting you.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
forwarding that code to someone you cannot see and you haven't seen before, there are very smart guys here in Nigeria now, so you need to be smart as well. That's why I am advising you are very careful with your code. So you don't just
Okay.
transfer it anyhow. So if you want to register, you can register with it on your own. It's safe with you, not sending it to
Okay.
someone else. Like a center, if you have to go to your center for them to assist you in your with the registration, you have to be careful with it. It's just like your PIN, your ATM card. pins, and the rest. You understand? You know, even
Okay.
when you want to withdraw money, you don't just give out your card pins anyhow. Your
Okay, so we
BVN
need to
code
make sure.
out anyhow. So please guard your codes very well, your voucher codes very well. Because once you
Okay,
lose
so
it,
we need to make sure.
how you'll be able to get it back for you.
Okay, so we need to make sure that we know the people that we know the people who are operating at the center before we can give them the information they require to help us.
Now, you have your details to your credentials to UiPath sites, your account details. You are getting, and I don't think anybody should actually assist you with the registration. It's just the payment part I'm talking about. So, and doing payment, you can enter in your voucher code yourself when it gets to that point, and then let the person help you with payment if they must assist you.
All right.
Payments, you understand? You shouldn't disclose that code anyhow to just anybody.
Thank you.
Just the way you guard your ATM pins, your BVN pins, the rest, safeguard it as well.
Okay.
That's what I'm trying to say.
All right. Thank you.
Omotayo Kende is, I think this should be his second time or so. I'm not sure.
Sorry, sir.
Even Vivian
I
joined.
just want to ask, are we paying for the 2 exams at once or we can pay separately? That is one. Then the second question is, I actually have a DOM account. So I want to know from the cards Mrs. Joyce said she tried. Did she try any of these Nigerian banks DOM dollar card?
No, I didn't try Nigerian DOM account card. I used the card I used is a foreign card. It's not a Nigerian card. So you can try it.
So okay.
Yes. That's why I said if it works, fine. If it doesn't, you might have to contact the center to help you out with payment if there's a way. Okay, we have our old students here.
Okay, do we have anyone here?
Yeah, I saw Julius, I saw testimony. Probably they can. And then to the second question.
Really?
You have to pay for the 2 exams at the same time.
Okay.
The first is associate exam, right? And I think it is you have to pay for associate when you are taking the exams, and then when you are ready for the advanced, you pay for it as well.
Okay.
If on the flight you have to select which exam you want to pay for. So if you want to pay for the 2, fine, but don't forget the voucher you are getting for the just doesn't work. When you are ready for the second, start out again. Voucher for the second. And if you have ever been to the site that attempts registration, you find out that
sorry, I'm not
out there. Can you hear me? You find out
your signal, your voice. Hello, madam.
Yes.
Your
Can you
voice
hear me?
is fluctuating. From my side, your voice is fluctuating, going on and off. So it's not going to put the composition together at the other hands. I don't know if that's great.
Yes, that's the situation too at our own place. Yes.
I'm sorry about that. Can you hear me now? Is it flowing now?
Yeah. I can hear you.
It's fair now.
I was answering Omfayo's second question. He was asking if you can pay for the 2 exams at the same time. So, and I was explaining that the voucher you get from us now is only for the first exam. And that on the site, when you go on the site, if you have tried registering and making payment, you'll find out that the payment part, you have the full amount there. So not until you enter in your voucher code, it's not going to give you the 50% discount. I don't know if you understand. So without that code, you'll be paying the full amount. So and I discovered that there's also a part that asks to add exams. So if you want to pay for the 2 exams at the same time, it means you would request for voucher for the second exam as well.
Yeah, I don't even think the two exams can be done at the same time. It's mutually exclusive.
So thank you.
You
So
do the
the
first.
is only for one exam, which is for the associate. Okay, so any other question?
Many others. So, madam, we have there is this Vivian. Oh, she has put off her hands, but there is Ukeji Amarachi raising her hands.
Okay, let me hear
Yeah, yeah. I think the question has been asked. I want to
okay
know if the voucher is only for the associate and all that. So,
Yeah.
but since maybe when we get to the website and they will be the one to populate the list of available center within one's location, and I think I'm fine with it because it's that somebody can just
Okay. You shouldn't have any problem, Amarachi. You are where you are is a rich environment. You are in the city on the light mode. Anyway, where is Comrade? Is Comrade here? Comrade must not hear what I'm about to say. I only pity him because it's in Sanfara. Okay. Hello, Amarachi. Yes, go ahead, please.
So I wanted to suggest, I don't know, since our is it predecessors I should use now, they are here with us. I don't know if they have one or two advice for us. I mean, Mr. Julius and Madam Testimony. I don't
She
know
said
how.
I can't see them. I can't see. I've been checking the.
I saw.
Really? Am I on another network? What's going on? Okay, Julius, Testimony, if you are here, please speak up. Maybe I'll see you there.
If they did, maybe in the center or they did it via online.
They are not here anymore.
So you also saw them, did you?
Similar is here as well.
Really? Yeah, similarly, Amoy, are you here? Please, if you're here, please, can you speak up? I can't see him. I can't see any of the three that you mentioned.
Okay. But I can see Timley Amoye, I can see Testimony, I can see Julius Atagana, the three of them. Except they are not connected.
Oh, they are not in the class now.
Okay.
Yeah, they are not in the class now. Yeah, I understand what's going on. Yeah, they are not in the class now. So, Emmanuel Felix is still throwing hands into the air.
Okay, so
sorry, there is a mistake. Let me drop my answer.
All right. So no more questions. I assume.
Yes. Okay. All right then. So.
All right. So I'm putting your vouchers for those of you whose vouchers are ready. I will send your vouchers to you, and if you have paid to me, please just forward your account details to me so that I can forward your money back. We are so sorry we couldn't assist with the payment.
No problem, ma. Thank you very much, ma.
Hello, sorry. Hello, Madam
Yes.
Joyce, please, before you leave.
Okay.
When we get the voucher now, should we go to straight to schedule exam?
Yes.
Or where we are to redeem the voucher? Okay.
Redeem your voucher. You don't have any redeeming it. No, just go to the site, schedule.
Voucher again now.
Just go to the site, schedule your exams, and you'll be redeeming your voucher by also scheduling your exam. So do you understand? So they are not two different things. You are doing the same thing.
Okay. How long does the voucher last?
3 months.
3 months.
Yes. So for some of you, for those whose vouchers are with us now, like since last week.
So it's 3 minus 1 week. 3 months minus 1.
Exactly. So it starts counting. And so for the ones we've gotten so far, the vouchers should close October.
That's the voucher is for the associate exam.
Only.
Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Excuse me.
How was the deadline for us to take the exams to be able to eligible for Grandida internship?
You said?
What's the deadline for us to take the exams? Be eligible to work with Grandida.
Okay. I think we gave you September. Is it not?
Ending or beginning of September?
September ending. Till September ending. Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Now that will be for the both exams, are you?
Hello, ma. If the voucher has three months of
Yeah, I don't.
for expiration, why do we have to pick a date for our exam before we meet you, ma? I'm sorry, I just want to know. Since the voucher is 3 months, like 3 months old, why do you have to pick
3 months?
The voucher has a period of 3 months. Why are we giving you September ending? Right? Is that the question?
Yes, why are we picking a date?
Maybe the enrollment manager will be, I don't know. He would, because I think he came with, he was the one that initiated. I don't mean that he initiated. He spearheaded that representing the management. So I suppose that aspect may be well spelled out. Like if you ask me all the questions you are raising, if you raise it with me, the ones you've raised so far, I'm sorry, it's off radar. It's off my radar. Most of them. All right. So, well, just thinking that.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, that's management. For the first exam till September ending, start your exams, irrespective of the duration of the voucher with you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, Mr.
Hello, ma.
Shu. Yes.
Yeah. Hello, ma.
Yeah, I'm with you.
This is Sheung talking, ma.
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes, ma. I'm just joining the class right now.
All right, you're welcome.
So, I don't know how I can get the information you have already passed because I know maybe I've missed some information. So, how will I get those information so I can make my own inquiry, ma?
I think the class is recorded, right?
Yes,
Am
yes.
Yeah, so
Yes.
maybe
But sir,
you start playing from 8:23 till when you joined. Maybe that could help.
Yes, sir. But I'm not seeing the classes that have been uploaded on YouTube. I'm only seeing July. I'm only seeing July 17 or July 20 something. I mean June 20 something.
You are not sure. If it is July 17, that's a good one. That's
No,
just.
I mean July, June. That's what I'm seeing. So I'm not seeing
That's far.
some classes that have been uploaded. That have not been
And
uploaded.
have you checked the website? I check the website.
That truly,
That's true.
recent classes have not been uploaded.
Yeah, some recent classes
Up
have not
to,
been uploaded
up to
on
which
YouTube.
class?
On YouTube, those during
I
the
think the
time
last
we
one
were.
that was uploaded was maybe July 4 or so. Not sure.
On YouTube.
Yes,
So
4th
Wow.
July was the last class
so those
uploaded.
classes that we've missed, you were treating the past questions or past DOMs were not uploaded. So
No, those
I
ones,
missed those classes.
I think those
Okay.
ones, maybe those ones
Yes,
are on
sir.
the
The last,
website.
excuse sir, sorry.
Yes.
The
If I
last
thought,
class, the last class that was uploaded was July 4th. That was the last.
So some of the
okay,
classes
all
have
right.
not
Now,
uploaded.
okay, so that's on YouTube. Okay, the other route to that, to getting those classes, it's through the website. You
Ah,
should have classes, the links there on the website. If you go through the exam, I think there is a page meant for exam practice. Yeah, something like that. So that's where you get it. If at all there is a class is missing, maybe Friday, the class we had on Friday, maybe that. I'm not, maybe that. Yeah. But every other
Okay, sorry,
should
sir.
be there.
It's
so
Yeah.
so thank you, sir.
Sorry,
So how do I get those? I mean, the information Mrs. Joyce passed right now.
Okay, okay, now when you click on the link in the website,
Please, sir, can you share your screen then? Let me see here.
I don't need to share my screen. I don't need to share my screen. You have the link, you have the website, you have access to the website. Go to the website, go to, scroll down, check the options, the one that pertain to take to exam practice, click on it, explore, check all through, and then you see the date. We use dates, we use dates to categorize class sessions. So click on the link, like, yeah. Once you click on the link, and then it brings up like because it's going to appear, it's going to be in a browser. So you can scroll to 823 thereabouts. It may not be exactly 823. Then you can adjust whatever you need to adjust, like start playing from a particular point to another point. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay, but the YouTube is more preferable. Do you know why, sir?
I understand.
I will
Maybe for
download.
this,
I will download the video. I will
I
rewatch
understand.
it and rewatch it and rewatch it again.
I
But I can't
understand.
download that
I
one
know.
so
You
that is
you
the
can no.
problem there.
This is show. You
So that's
can
why I love
YouTube.
that YouTube. I can download it and rewatch it again. Yeah.
Yes,
Mr. Shole, Dr. Ebenezer, I respond to your this thing.
Go ahead.
Yes, YouTube is
He
better.
has respond.
I
I know, but I'm just telling him that YouTube is more preferable.
Yes, for data reasons and all that.
Because I will just download the video. I have all your videos on my laptop right now. The one that I missed. So I've been watching it, rewatching it again.
It's okay, all right then. So that's okay. Thank you so much for that understanding. All right.
Yes, now. So I have the videos on my laptop. I've been rewatching them. So, but that one on the site, I cannot download it.
Can we just ask questions and then all these many talk?
That is why I said Miss Joyce should provide how we can contact her, so we can be asking her on that G question.
When you get to the group chat or Telegram or WhatsApp, you can ask someone to explain to you.
No, they don't attend. They don't respond. They don't respond on the Telegram now.
Okay,
I'm on WhatsApp. They don't respond. Mr. Ebenezer won't respond. Mrs. Joyce too won't respond. So I want one-on-one.
On my own.
So I want one-on-one. So if they don't respond to my, we know there is a problem on the mountain.
You can bear me.
Okay, sorry.
Right.
We need to submit a private message.
Now,
Hello.
Alright. Sure, I'm sorry.
Yes, sir.
Wait, let me talk, please.
Wahala
This
be
is my
like
class.
bicycle.
Hello, all
Yes,
of you,
sir. Yes,
please
sir.
mute your mic, all of you. Please mute your mic. All right,
So I
thank
said
you
you
so much.
contact me.
Yeah, you say what?
I'm
She
talking.
contact.
Yes. So if you have any question, contact me. Don't worry.
Okay, yeah, I'll clarify that. Don't
Is it
worry.
through your email, ma?
Don't
Is it through your email?
Don't worry. I will tell you the interface. Don't worry. Things will change as from this moment, even if they have not changed before. Now, yeah, I apologize for my own part of not communicating, as you said. Okay. I don't know why she is not also communicating, but I do see some of her responses to even post on Telegram, but I don't know why she's not communicating to you. I'm not sure it's intentional. So I am sorry, and I guess she's also going to say she's sorry about that. Now, to level up and to show that we are sorry, so we'll, you can just DM, you can reach out privately. We know how to do that now on Telegram, and then she will attend to you. Okay, so apologies once again.
Thank you, sir. God bless you, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Amen. Thank you. If it's a physical class, like I know where you stay, I would have offered you. I would have said I will take up your lunch tomorrow. But you see, it's a virtual class. So
Thank you, sir. God bless you, sir. God bless you, sir. Thank you.
all right. Okay, Alifo Johnson. Okay, all right. Thank you. Okay, thank you so much, madam. Yeah, we appreciate that.
All right, fine.
Yeah, we cannot answer you cannot ask all the questions, we cannot answer, so we cannot answer also all the questions. So thank you for what you have provided. Thank you. Alifo Johnson, for the class or for the answer here?
I want to make payments for the association.
Okay. I think that's some of your colleagues. Who is this now? Babalola Ladekon, please mute yourself. Alifo, it's from your side. Okay, mute yourself. Yep. Okay, so about payment, you can reach out. I believe you can reach out to your colleagues. Everything borders on the fact that Grand Leader will not be able to offer that service in that regard. Grand Leader wanted to offer help, but everything is dictated to the fact that they will not be able to help. All right, so that is all about payment, and then your colleagues, two of them can help out to tell you other modalities that you can adopt to paying for your exams. So that's what has been discussed so far, if you are just joining us. All right, and I was going to suggest, and of course we eventually came to that point. There are different options. Friends, families paying to their dorm accounts. This thing will go. So you shouldn't have any. I don't think you should have any payment. Any payment. Problem. All right. So just try that. It shouldn't be a problem at all. All right. Okay. All right. So let's. So Alifo just that's it about payment. All right. So let's do something, please. It's as if I've even forgotten why I'm here. Well, I'll try to bring myself back to class. But I remember we did something on the image exists by Motayo with activities by Joe. So I remember we did that. And today, by plan, we're supposed to look at lesson 4, kickstart lesson 4. Yeah, an aspect of lesson 4. Of course, it will take like 2 or 3 days to do this. All right, so now I want to share my screen with you. All right, so what exactly are we talking about here? Yeah. We are there. I think we should be there. Yeah. So you have this. Yeah. It's called what now? Excel and email activities. With it's only, I think, email that we not touch at the others at the associate stage. I think we did something we touched very little on Excel, much little on PDF, and maybe nothing on email. Okay, but we'll look at this now. All right. So by the end of this lesson, you should be able to explain Excel activities, PDF extraction techniques, email activities. But today, 18 July, it's going to be on Excel, and very limited time is before us. Yes, we've talked about this about workbook, Excel, but we also need to still emphasize the differences that exist between workbook and Excel. Yes, for you to use, sometimes you just type in an activity on Excel, that you see it's being replicated, like you have duplicate of it. One is under workbook, another one under Excel, and then you may be wondering, what is it about? Well, for instance, let's say, which activity can I pick on now? Let's say, okay, we have yes, we have read range. Good. We have read range. Yes, under Excel, that could help us to read like an Excel sheet. All right, something similar is also available for workbook. Now, in the case of Excel, the read range for Excel, now it requires that on that laptop, that computer, you must have installed Excel application on it. All right, and it works, and that activity, it works with XLS, all these extensions, XLS and the XLS file extensions. So, what for workbook, you may not even have a Excel application installed on your device, and but it will still, you can still use it, you can still work all right with it, and it has the extension, limited extension file that it works with .xlss and XLS. So that's about workbook and Excel. All right, these are various activities. All right, I assume you are looking at the screen. Okay. We have the read row, the read cell, the read column, the read cell formula, the read range activities, and then under the write activities, we have the write cell. The read, from the word read, what it does is it's like it pulls value or data from another hand. Okay, and the write activities, what it does is that it pushes. I'm the one using that terminology. It writes, all right. So, but for read, it's like it's pulling. All right, it's pulling from another source. All right. Why write activities? What it does is, so it already has data, it has value, so it wants to write it on another, write it in another location, or write it somewhere. Okay. All of these are very necessary because well, technical questions will just be set around this one, so we can look at this personally. All right, then while I will not this read from Excel, I would just want to move into doing something little from this end. All right. All right, we also have other activities for Excel. Under the generic, we have the insert, delete rows, insert, delete columns, insert column. It's not all of them. I will show you. I will just simply like a flash, see what it is. All right, under a range, we have append range, select range, gettable range, autofill range, and the likes. All right, so you see that I'm really scrolling up, and it's in a very speedy way. All right, we have this practice exercise before us. All right, but the whole thing borders on we being able to familiarize ourselves with all the activities that we could have, Excel related activities that we could have. So we start from the very small activity, which is read cell. All right, I say cell is the smallest, and from that we grow from cell to row or column, from column to sheet, and the rest. Okay. Let me take it from there. I should have, let me, since I will be needing Excel sheet that's been populated, so let me use this. What do I have here? I have this kind of data here, and let me save it. Save it. Yeah, I'm saving this wire now. Okay, let me just save it in document, downloads. Okay, it's there already. Then I don't need to see. Okay, so then another Excel sheet. I'm just thinking I may need more than one. Yeah, I really don't, I'm not bothering myself on what is there. This other one, control, it's called challenge. I think it also has some information. All right, so that's the one obtained from RPA challenge. It's in downloads too. Okay. All right, so then let's start with going to UiPath Studio. All right, and what we want to do now is we want to read a cell, and later we'll read from a whole sheet, read a cell and see how it works. So we'll start with an Excel application scope. What that offers is it helps to put it helps to read all the activities put it in within that scope. If it's not within that scope, it will not be read. It will not be worked on. So, and then again, as you have Excel application scope for a kind of activity or a set of flow, you may also need another Excel application scope for another set of Excel related activity. Invariably, if you want to write if you want to write if you want to write to a particular location, you need an Excel scope, and if you want to read, you also need another one. So it's not just that you put all the activities, Excel related activities, in a single Excel application scope. All right, so here I have it's already pulled out the sequence, and so let me read. That's what we call read cell. This is read cell formula, read column, read range, read row. So from read cell, from here, let me pick the file I want to. It's in downloads. Let me just pick in this. So which cell am I reading from? This from this is it. Okay, this is it. Okay, if I'm going to read this email address, then of course I know where it is on the Excel sheet. It is on F column and row 2. All right, F column row 2. So I know that this is, simply put, this is F2. All right. Okay, so everything looks like I'm taking those that are just seeing Excel for the first time. Suffer it to be so for now. F2. Did I say F2? F2. Yeah. And we can just check what exactly we have in F2.
That it's not case sensitive, right?
Well, because I know the way Excel put it, so I just put it that way. So if it's case sensitive, I don't know, but we can try it out. There is no harm in trying. Okay, so read this sheet 1. We have in this what's it called now? In this workbook, Excel workbook, we have sheet 1, we have sheet 2. All right. Okay, so, and we are prompting this to read F2, what we have in F2. So I'm going to do that now. It will read that very portion. So let me use maybe a message box, which I will still remove, but just to see. You notice that I put the read cell. Yeah, I put the read cell. I put it in the do container. Okay, within the Excel scope. So let me create a variable for this. Let's call it data DT results. Okay, DT results. So let me check it in here. DT results. Okay, so So you can do whatever you like with this. And from here, so don't forget that we have in our F2 mario.johnson@example.com. I hope everything went fine. This is one that is taking time before it loads. Okay, all right, so we have it here. So it has called that portion, that cell. This is the output, mario.johnson. Of course, you can offer further manipulations around this, but this is not, I don't think that is anything we should bother ourselves with. Okay, we can also read, instead of reading just a single cell, you can read a range of values that is in this sheet. All right, so let's say we want to read everything we have here. We want to get everything we have within this place. We can read it, and if it's the entire sheet, we can read it. But of course, we should be able to manipulate things. What if we don't want all this? Okay, so let's just say this is all we want. The first name, the last name, their city, state, and I mean this column. Okay, so now we have this starting from this cell, which is B2, and of course, let me just say from B2 to this place, from B2 to D what? From B2 to D2. Okay, from B2 to D2, we can B2 to D2. You can
So let's start
provide
from A2 to D2.
A2. That means you want to call in the headers too. That's what it means. Let's check
A2, that's the number.
This is A. This from here. This is
A2. A2.
This is A2.
8 without the others.
Did you say H? Did you say H?
8.
Okay,
A2.
This is A2 from serial number 1.
Yes. So it will capture the serial.
To which one? To which cell are you?
To D2.
To D2. Okay, you want all this.
D2.
Okay, no problem. A2, anything you input, it gives you. Don't worry. A1 to D2. So, and then we bring it in here to. So instead of a single cell, of course, if we leave it this way, it's going to call out all the values we have in the sheet. Okay, so A1. Now, to answer, I think it was Dami that asked the question if it's case sensitive. I think it's not case sensitive from what we just did. A1 to D2. So A1 column D2.
It's A2 to D2, not A1. A1 is the header.
A2 D2. All right. So save and let's check it. Okay. We don't have that time. Okay, so of course we should expect a kind of results. So we expect to see this from here, what we have here up to this point. Everything is going to be in as a string format. And why is it going to come out in string format? Because what message box output, it outputs variables in string format. So that's why we're going to see it everything as a single string.
Sir.
Oh, cannot convert. Okay, from system to double. Read cell. What did I? Okay. I used, instead of using read range and oversight. Let me copy my attributes out. So I wanted to read range. You cannot read cell. I wanted to, of course, we got what happened. Read range is supposed to read through rows, columns, right? So, but what I put there is just so this is read range. I'm going to put the one under Excel here. Okay, so save and run it.
Did you declare the variable? You didn't
Yes,
use the variable.
Yeah, I did.
You didn't declare variable.
Really? Okay.
You have deleted the first one.
Since all right, everything on the speedy. All right, so it's okay. It has given it back to me. All right, so I have nothing here. Of course. All right, so this is the range, the sheet name. Then let me still use this results. So do that. Okay. Yeah, little things taking time, but necessary. All right, so we should expect what we have from this place, from A2 to D2. Data table, because I didn't put it to string, so it's not bringing it out as a string that message box can contain. So in that case, an output range, output data table, it's required. What output data table does it takes in data table variable type and it outputs it as a string. All right, so that brings us to output data table, just to see the various activities that we could have in Excel activities.
Sir, can we also just use dot to string?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes, it should. Yeah, it should go. So now why that is will be we work in that figure. So the place of outputting using output data variable to output your table, your data table as string will be done by using the output data table activity. Where is it now? Let me bring this here. This takes in, what do we have here? DT, okay. DT res. It takes in DT res and then it outputs it as do you have any variable here? DT results. Okay, all right. I also need to jack the scale up from due to sequence, that is to a larger scope. All right, so then let me take this as DT, send it out as DT results. Then this DT results. Okay, still right. So this way, this is already bringing it out as string. The output here is going to be in string, and so message works is there to catch it and to deliver it as string too. All right, so we have all this as a single string. So we can do the same for a range of values that we have in an Excel sheet. So what we need to do is we just look at the first cell value we have here for the first for the first value, that's which is A2, and then come to the last. This is the last. If you go by row, this row first, it comes to the next row, it comes to the third, to the fourth, and then up to here. All right, so I'm just going to stay at the middle somewhere. Let me start from here and see. So all right, so that means from A3 to D4, A3 to D4. I'm just going to change this A3 D4. Okay, so no, patience is not there. It's taking too long time. All right, so now we still have all this. Just what we highlighted, we want to call out. That's what has been given out. Okay, but then beyond all this, of course, what we have here, we can write it using right range activity to do that. We can write it into an Excel sheet or a workbook. We can write it anywhere we want to write it. That's very possible. Okay. Now let's look at other things that we can possibly do with this information. We just want to check other activities. We are familiar with right range, so there's no need for me to go through that. Okay. We have a read range here already. So we can just say, okay, now that for each row in this sheet, I mean for each range, not in the sheet now, in this specified portion in the sheet. Okay. So for each like what do we want to do? Let me look at this. Okay, for each. Okay, so let's say we want to use this to express, to determine certain things, to express, want to provide some conditions, or want to rewrite or manipulate the entire the value or data we are having here based on the need on ground. So we can just we like, let me use this age, number of dependents. Let me look at another. Okay, let me use age. This 28, 34, 30, 24, and all of that. Okay, let me use 34. Let me see if I can use 34 to do some manipulations, and I want to use the hard data row, which is an activity still in Excel. Okay, one of the activities in Excel. Right, so here for each row, and using a condition, if condition, sorry, for each row in where, for each row in this DTRES. Okay, let's apply a conditional statement. So we say DTRES. No, let's say, since we are looking at row, so let's say row, row parentheses brackets. Then we have in this worksheet, in this worksheet we call it, we have age, okay, which is the name of this given to this, to data in this column. So we have age. All right, so we have age. Let me use age only and see what happens. Okay, let's say row, then in quotes, double quotes, age. Yeah, that of course we know that age, it's an integer. Okay, so if we say row open brackets and with age in double quotes. Okay, if you say age, if provided age is anywhere age is greater than 34. If age is greater than 34, okay, what can we do to that? Can we say it should? Can we say it should? Okay, let's see the message. What should they do now? I want to say should okay. Let me before the message box. Let me, since I want to use the add data row to do some manipulation, so let me still take this out. Okay, so row age now greater than 34. Of course, something is wrong somewhere. This is the age, the value we have in that place in the cell in this portion is taking, yes, it's so numerical, but I suppose we have changed its form down the line. We have used, okay, from read range to for each. Okay, so since we have age as a norm, as an integer, okay, let's just say let's convert the whole thing, okay, so that we don't have any error through, because this is expressly an integer. Okay, so we will just put this. Let me still use to string here. Then we'll convert it back. Okay, and then of course you can convert the whole stuff. Yeah, use the cints. All right, so and then up to this portion. Okay, sorry. The curly braces is in this. Age converted to, this is expressing it to ring, converting it back to integer, so we have this.
Yeah, almost this.
Yeah, you say what? What do you say? Yeah.
I was going to change it to
Okay.
brackets.
Okay. Thank you. All right. So we have this. Anything greater than 34. What should happen to it? 34. So we have only 40. Okay. So in this field, let it hard. a data row. And here in the data row, essentially, we are assuming the arrow, the array row. Okay. Let's simply say so this is what we want to add. Row, we are adding row. Then let's say we are adding what can we, let me add from here. Let me just use one, just anything. This page, the first name, last name. Okay, so let me say row. Just trying to see how hard add data row works. Then it's another one that US last name. Okay, so what are we throwing into our data table? Okay, we are having DTRS here. Yeah, sorry. Okay, so we should have that data row. I need to close this, but without closing it, let's see what will happen. All right, so we have read range, field setting the current sheet to sheet 1 in workbook, and so exception from okay UiPath Excel, okay, source message field setting the current sheet. All right. Okay, so let me have it closed now. And rerun it. Okay, yeah, so we have, let's say column age does not belong to table, data table.
Now let's use the index of it.
This well,
It will be six. It will be six.
Okay, sorry, let me. Okay. Okay. Sort by date unified. So I'll use this to pull it up. That's this first one. Okay. Okay, so I have this. All right, so if this is 6, 5, 6, 7, 6, I specified sheet, did I? Let me check it again. Since I've said, okay, this DT, and what do we have in this place? So let me take. Okay, so age is not part of this range, I suppose, from A3 to D4. Let me check. Is you say what?
It's not part of it.
It's not part of it, okay. All right, so I can just change this to like 6 ages here. So I can just, this is G something, so to G4. The idea is just to see how these things how they work. So let's see it again. So this is the range we are reading from A3 to G4, and that for each row in this within this range, which has been output as data table DTRS. So we want to see the one that is greater than 34, that its age it's greater than its age value is greater than 34. So if it's greater than 34, then we can now add data row. So let's run this and see. Problem again, that's why it's because of data table exception or this age does not belong to data table. Okay, what we have here, let me take this. If I take this, if I solo
Can we
this,
use
if I
number of the column?
you say what?
I said instead of row that we wrote there, can we put column, then the number of the column?
No, this you mean this for each row?
No, down.
This one.
That one. I think the add data row.
Okay, this add data row. Is it this you are talking
Yes,
about?
I'm trying to specify the rows.
Yeah, well,
The
okay.
columns.
All right, so the column we can put, let's take it, we can take this in, let's say data table DT, let's take it as DTRS. Okay, yeah, should take that subject as data table. Okay, so then let me see. I didn't pay attention to what I imputed now. Well, we changed it to the column name now, and then we pass in the data table, that we are working with. Just a moment. Let me see.
Sir, I think instead of using age, that string age, we can make use of the index. The index of that age, which will be 6.
I think row.
I think is it row or column?
It's row. We are looking at row. It's to read it row by row. Age is not something data. I don't know. I'm hesitant with
Okay, maybe the space.
calling.
Let's type it.
Was there space there?
I think there was space before the A.
I'm not sure. I didn't notice that. DT results. We are not using this. Okay, let me get this. Remove this range. Say moving from here, I wanted us to see it's with the source, add data column. It is with this.
So can we go to the source and see how it looks like the exact
Column.
name? Okay, we can use column name. I mean, yeah.
No, we already have column name here.
We can delete that and use the index.
This is I don't think so. Okay, let it remain this. If input here is this and coming. It result string. This is the data table. What did we use results? Have we used it the result? We have removed it, I suppose. No, we don't have anything results. Nothing seems wrong with the condition too. Okay, let me do away with the condition and simply add maybe data row or data column. Okay, when it reads it, okay, and it reads each row. I think it's supposed to be because up to this level it's still reading. Read and okay, let's write it. Yeah, let's write it's already right range. Let me see what this gives us. This is sheet 1 and starting from this cell and data table. Maybe it should just let's call this DT tab outputs. If it writes it, so where is it going to? Let me use this so that I can get the file. Sheet 1. I don't have any place. Let's open. What's this folder? I need this location.
In height, double color.
Okay, so what do you say?
It should be in quotes, sir.
Oh,
double.
Oh God. I'm engrossed with worries. What are we doing with this one? Output data. Let's yank this one off. Okay, so whatever comes out from here, the condition set here, add data column, add it to this place to be sheet. Okay, let's see what it gives us. Okay, it's so what do you want me to do? Data named age.
I think we should return the boundary we put before.
This the condition.
No, there was a boundary we put in the mid range.
I think I'm not sure if those boundaries still exist.
We deleted it.
Yes, I've deleted it.
So if we can remove age from there, I think we should no, remove age.
So add data column. Problem is take it into sheet 1. Maybe you should write it elsewhere. Sorry. Let it write it in sheet 2. Okay, sorry, we don't have. It's a new file entirely. And it's not complaining about this being opened. Don't have any issue with this.
I think it's the name, sir. Getting something we can inspect it and just grab it.
Okay, age. Okay, let me use the neutral since we already have age. So we should put something else. It will be the same thing. Here, where is it now? Here. The English is very simple. Let's just put span. Peace. What are we doing?
Yeah.
This is 2229. Okay, so definitely we still have like two more classes for email, PDF, Excel. Okay, I think let me see. I think I used the Excel sheets. I was using the right range of workbook. Okay, so that let me check this out now. Let me check. Where did I put it? Let's see. Read it, add data, right range. Let me just use something to output it so that I can see what I'm doing. I'm calling again. Okay, anyway, this is not, this is, okay, but we have not used, have we used the add data column? I think yes. Okay, so in the subsequent class, we'll be using other activities. It's already 30 minutes beyond the scheduled time. So it has brought out everything we have in that, everything we have. Okay, and even included span. That's another column. Let me check, where is the file itself? Date modified. Uh, it's not according to, it's not according to type. Let me go to Excel. Ah, wow. I thought I saw it now. No, this is not the file. Let me check. I'm not confused. It's not challenge. Was it this? Okay, it should be this now. It should be this file. Right. We're supposed to have Mario. I'm not seeing those Mario and the rest now. This thing has. We still have so many things to do in this aspect of lesson 4. Little activities like insert, delete rows, We have lookup, filter table, sort, differentiating between lookup range and lookup data table and the rest. Okay, so so we'll be taking off from here tomorrow by God's grace. All right, it's still the same. Same data. I'm trying to look at the similarities. Okay, so I will look at this later. Okay, so what it's giving us now is the product of it's already read this file. This read range is reading this file, and a column has been added. Add data column. So this aspect will be clarified, and then of course we are writing out what has been added, all joined together, writing it out, as putting it into a message box. All right, so we'll see tomorrow.
All right, sir. Good night.
Nice, sir. Sir, I have plenty question tomorrow, sir.
Okay, all right, no problem.
Yes, yeah. I also have a question I've been meaning to ask. Sir, is it possible to, like, in a workflow now, let's say you know sequences, I don't think you can like revert to a former activity, like an activity that you have gone through. So I want to know how do you
sorry, I didn't get that line very well.
A sequence. When you run a sequence, you know it's
okay,
like a
yeah.
So let's say now you want to go back to a previous activity. You want to run that step.
Hello?
Yes. Okay. Let's say there's a dialog box and other activities. Then I ran the program and it has gone past the dialog box, other activities, but I want to take it back to the dialog box, and I'm not using a loop. Let's say I just want to identify.
Like a variable in your dialog box, you must have separated it.
You know how we use invoke for these activities. Yes, sir. So is it possible to invoke an activity in a workflow?
Okay, and it will still be within the same workflow.
Yes, the same position, just that you can skip other steps.
What I know you can do is, for whatever you have done, you can always call for the variable you have created. For instance, in the input dialog that we mentioned, if you have created a variable for it anywhere in your work, you can always call for it, even if it is not the next thing in line. You can always call it out to. Now, but you said like you want to invoke an activity.
Yes, sir. Something like that.
You want to go back to maybe input dialog.
I can put a condition like, if this is this, then go back to this.
I think I get what you're saying now. It will not do that in a sequence, because sequence, it's just meant to run from just the way just to move in a linear order. All right, but that will be possible in a flowchart setting where you can, of course, use different connectors to connect one activity to another. Okay, when you have done this, well, maybe depending on your flow decision, you can still go back to your input dialog. Do you get what I'm trying to say? That will be possible in possible in flowchart, not in sequence. Sequence will just run. What is your name? Joe Oshubu, and your age, 95. Okay, and then depending on the next thing, it processes that 95 with Joe Oshubu, it moves to the next thing. Okay, after all that, so now you still don't want to do something with the previous, let's say with your input dialog activity. I don't see it. I don't see it still going back to that. If it is not that you want to use the variables you have already generated or created, in the sequence. No, but in flowchart, I think, and then let me say this also, that the reason why we have different layouts, like we said when we came into this, is that you use the layout that best suits what you want to do. Like there is no point going for what cannot fit into the job you want to do. Like let's say you just want to create a simple process that will help you to log, download, generate reports, that's all. And then you now felt, okay, let me use RE framework or state machine to do that. That is not needful. It's like you want to cultivate a land, or you want to clear a land, and then you are bringing train. You are bringing something that is too massive for that job. So it's not needed. You don't need it. You don't need it. And then again, if you want to do something complex, you don't need. You cannot. It will not be fitting to use something simple like sequence to approach such work. You want to take decision. Somebody has to do this, and then based on that input, it goes to another point and all of that. So you cannot use sequence in that regard. So for what you want to do, I will tell you, go for flowchart. It will give it to you. Don't bother yourself on, or don't insist on that it must be sequence. I don't know if that answers
Yes,
your
sir. Thanks. Yes, sir. I can actually picture using flowchart.
flowchart. Yes, it will.
Thanks, sir.
Okay, so thank you for bearing up to this time.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Majorly, what we did today should be what's it called? Exam voucher. I think that's the title we should give today's class. Okay. So tomorrow we'll do the real class. All right. Have a wonderful evening.
Thanks, sir. Good night, sir.